to my channel. These are going to be some timeless messages for Aquarius. So that would be Aquarius placement, North Node, Sun, North Node. So I can't even think. Why can't I say this? Anyway, okay, that might be relevant. I don't know. But anyway, or you could be cross watching for an Aquarius. Huh. All right. Well, I'm going to get into your reading, Aquarius. Since my brain or my mouth isn't working, I'm going to go ahead and start because I think that's kind of funny anyway. All right, Aquarius. This could be about your beliefs, what you value, and your resources. So let's see what's taking place. We have Taurus showing up here. I do appreciate the likes, subscribes, comments, shares. Greatly appreciated. Okay, let's see. That's interesting. I drew a blank. Hmm. I don't know. North Node. I don't know. Well, whatever I said is I can't even shuffle. So all that is significant. Aquarius. What is happening for Aquarius? I have placed my personal readings on hold for the time being. Thank you for your patience. Let's see here. I'm going to get some oracle cards, tarot cards, some other things. All right, there's a mystery here. Someone could have done something for personal power, but there's a major shift or a major change. That is a house, that is Scorpio. All right. You're coming out over here with the 11th house on this deck, so I'll make sure I use that deck. What is this top card? Three of Pentacles. It could be a group or humanity is involved here some kind of way with the Three of Pentacles. All right, Sagittarius energy showing up with the 11th house, insights to understand, wisdom, hopes for the future. You could be very inspiring at this time. You're doing something for your future or something about time. Let's see. All right. There's some kind of hidden involvement, or you're being asked to keep your future involvement hidden, or there's some kind of result of an understanding. So you're going to see why you're being asked to keep something to yourself with the 12th house. You're closing out a cycle. There's something for the future here. Philanthropy could be involved with the 12th house. There's a hidden tendency to maybe talk too much about something. Well, and this card was turned over. I said talk too much about something, and the idea in question comes out. Okay, so there's a mystery and an idea in question around some kind of connections, humanity's sake. This Three of Pentacles, this group, you're gaining wisdom about this group who either had an idea in question or you did, Capricorn, about your day-to-day, your goals, your dedications. You're being asked to be businesslike at this time. This could be about resources, because that's what came out at the beginning was resources. Okay, you got your destiny, where you're going. 10th house, your career, and Capricorn again. You're gaining insights about humanity's sake, about some kind of goals. The right connections are here. It has to do a day-to-day, where you're going and what you're doing while you're going there. All right, and the support and what makes you feel secure at this time. So security with the 4th house, support, home base or family. This group could be with or about family, with some kind of burdens that you laid down here with the 10 of Wands in reverse. All right, you're keeping some kind of hope. You are the Star card, Aquarius, so you do carry hope naturally with you. What's happening for Aquarius energy with this result? We start with a result, and the result is business, idea for a future for some Aquarius is watching. So could be relationships or business. And all that wanted to come back out. Okay, so here's the hidden tendencies that I mentioned before. Okay, the 12th house, Capricorn, got large institutions, overwhelming events, and business coming up for you, Aquarius. Okay, you're aligning with some kind of work or a relationship with Libra and Virgo, and a large institution backing this up or involved, or have they had a, it could have been a faith-based institution and an overwhelming event and a hidden tendency, these details. You want the ID. You're looking for the details of the idea in question, but there's a hidden tendency here that the sun, it's being brought out. So it's coming out naturally. Something's coming, the details are coming out with the sun. Something's evolving or coming about naturally, which is the best way to let something resolve. Yeah, something's resolving. There's that communication. I felt a lot of communication about your goals. And when you communicate your goals, it puts you in puts you in an energy. It shows who you are, but there's an urgency here. This communication, immediacy. All goes back to what you value, the first card. So you made a, I want to say you made a complete circle. So what is that, a 360? A 360 happened. You could have cut off communication here because you're doing something on your own, not with a group. The first house is who you are and your actions and your results of the understanding of your actions. So, and how that is relevant to the hopes of your future here, or any ideas that you are communicating. Okay, so let's see here. This is communication. Page of Wands in reverse with some kind of undesirable news. That has to do with this immediacy and that communication. This is coming in to create a balance and restore balance with Libra and your resources, the details. So large institution with some details, possibly. This is news coming out with about a Queen of Wands who is like disloyal. You walked away from. Okay, so Queen of Wands. I got Sagittarius energy, Aries energy here. I taught you something here. Knight of Swords in reverse. What battles to proceed with and what not to, possibly. Because these are like unruly battles of communication based upon some kind of codependency. So messages coming in about somebody worried about what somebody's doing. Okay, wait a minute. What's behind this? Manifestations have slowed down or stopped. This is about wealth or generational. 10 of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay, so this 10 of Pentacles in reverse is not manifesting. It's going backwards. Oh, there's a loss here. Took me a second to get it. All right. A 10 of Pentacles in reverse to the 9 of Pentacles in reverse due to lack of action or lack of right action in the situation, because the Knight of Swords in reverse is not right action. And first house is action. All right. I think the devil just did a 360. All right. That's interesting. There's some attachments here about this immediate energy and the group. Capricorn energy, competition, chaos or conflict about futures and understandings in general here, ideas and questions, ideas and questions. And here I have Justice, Empress, Page of Cups in reverse, unapologetic, or somebody's judging a move here. What is going on with this devil energy of attachment? Queen of Wands coming back out. Wow. Okay, well, we saw that energy a minute ago. Again with the Aries, Leo, or Sag. And since I did see the sun, I'm getting Leo here. Okay, something very hurtful. This was a hurtful communications here. Or hurtful ideas. Ideas meant to create chaos or conflict as challenges here for a future. This is you also concentrating on what you're passionate about with the Queen of Wands. These just fell down. Let's see. Disappointments, about cycles, what's happening here. You could be nurturing yourself. Yeah. King of Swords in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. All right. Interesting. The right connection. It's in reverse. Okay, so you're recognizing the wrong connections here in whatever way you see that as your spiritual values or for your resources. Something hidden here with this idea. Somebody had a hidden idea. Very illogical planning here with the devil and these in reverse here. This is also day-to-day goals. Somebody not achieving anything on a day-to-day because they're not putting any effort to do so in business or in pleasure. And then we have somebody's busy winning at all costs or trying to because it's upright. Queen of Wands. Then I've got the Sun in reverse. Leo energy in reverse. Walking away. That's the second card. I like walking away from stagnancy or whatever is holding you back. Okay. With the devil. And we got the Hangman in reverse. And in limbo, you see a higher perspective of this Five of Swords, win at all costs. This communication is about winning at all costs. And it's not meant to do anything but cause that Five of Wands energy. Take action. Yeah, wrong action or something. I just looked over here at the first house, the Knight of Wands in reverse. About this action, communication, and this could also be some the energy of the words not matching actions. This could be being observed, or these choices or plans that are occurring. The Tower, what created a tower? Choices or plans, or avoiding a tower, trying to avoid a tower. Five of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Swords, trying to avoid a tower, or deception here. Or there is deception about a plan. Yeah, somebody's not left out in the cold. They overcame a tower or avoided a tower. I want to see here, there's an idea in question here, and whatever idea in question is, you're correct if you use your intuition about the connection of the King of Swords in reverse. What is up with this? Chariot in that's what you get news about. That's that Page of Wands, Chariot in reverse. Okay. Movement, or either physical movement or spiritual movement. There's blockages due to news and communications about these actions. Or disloyalty. It's like the news isn't coming in though. These knights are messages, and the pages are messengers, or their messages are messengers. I don't know. They're lovers in reverse. Gemini. This King of Swords in reverse could be a Gemini. And the Virgo could be significant here. News about somebody's blockages, how they block themselves with, or about who or what is around them with the connections. News about connections. I don't know. What is this news about the connections? Oh, the moon. Somebody's actions aren't protected. This is unable to stand one's ground. Okay, so the news is going back to that group. Okay, whatever illusions were casted here are being noticed here, I believe. The Emperor, Aries energy, illusions about this give and take and this Ten of Pentacles and what is they're tied to, what this control issue was tied to. There's some kind of breadcrumbing possibly issue, or about who or what, wait a minute, who gave to who or why, or what, who gave what to who and why, for whatever reason. There was something about giving and receiving. What is this devil over here? This High Priestess. Okay, you've got knowledge or the balance of the dark and the light here. You're discovering, wow, there's the angel and the devil. And then that's like the bridge between the dark and the light, the intuition or the intuitive or psychic abilities or the wisdom or the insights or the results are, here's the devil and then the angel, like wins here, if you want to call it that. Up, the sun is in reverse. About what was unoptimistic, unhopeful, or unhappy about some kind of future because of an attachment to a result. So that tells me there was an expectation that was, what is it? A personal expectation that wasn't fulfilled. So somebody got disappointed here. The moon just looks like disappointment or disappointed or something. Oh, about what? About somebody walking away and no longer putting hard work into this energy. 8 of Cups is walking away, and 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Sun in reverse is not putting hard work into what you don't want. So it's about putting the work in, because Capricorn is work. I mean, I'm Capricorn in business and work, but whatever you put the work in your daily life is going to show up, somewhere in your daily life. Or nightlife, or whatever. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on here. There's there's a full of possibilities, plenty, and creating abundance. All right. So the devil is about lack here, because I got the opposite of lack, or somebody doing something because they're afraid of something. There was some kind of fear to overcome, and then the High Priest just overcomes that fear. And some kind of fear of abundance. You are harvesting at this time. What's happening? Aquarius, getting news. Somebody's healed. They're not in fear about some kind of confusion of communication. Hot opportunity, fired up, burning desires fulfilled. Okay, the devil energy. It's the contract is fulfilled, or there's not going to be further investing into this. What is this for Aquarius? What is this for Aquarius? Oh, it's a good investment. Oh my gosh. Didn't I just say something about an investment? Getting paid and saving up. Okay, your first card was resources, beliefs about them. So fear or lack, or how, one energy holding another one back will eventually hold it back, and then the whole train gets halted or something. There's a bicycle here. It's a good investment. I don't know, maybe a bicycle is maybe you get clarity when you ride a bike. Rising to the challenge, floating on the air. Advance. You're advancing, saving up and advancing. Well, okay. All right. Aquarius, what's happening? It's a good investment. It's all forked up and it's a time in the behind. Well, whatever was happening that was forked up and a time in the behind, you're saying no to because you have temperance here. You're practicing either self discipline or you're working and getting paid here. There's a heavy energy here. So there's a heavy energy about this future or this. So whatever was heavy about future humanity's sake, it is weighed down by worry. So whatever was worrisome causes issues over here about stagnancy. Let's see what open open to suggestions. Front and center. Wow. Front, center, and steady. Open to suggestions. I have connections, ideas, and get your ideas going, and then bad news. So somebody's getting news that you're steady and you're front and center, and you are able to. The messengers are also not just giving news; it's being open to receiving news. So, however that goes for you with this idea and question, it's about giving and receiving communications. Right for the picking, perfect timing, get ready. Wow, you're gonna be seen here. You made a good investment, open to new ideas in a good way, not open to old new ideas presented in a different way. And then you've got get ready, be steady, and center. Something to do about steadiness and center. You could be working on your balance, your metaphorical balance, your energy balance, or your physical balance. Getting satisfaction, good times, and a happy ending. This King of Wands, there's been an ending here. They're getting news, but it's over. You could be happy about that. This energy is fragmented and cracking under pressure. That's where the moon is. Because they don't have a ground to stand on with this ending. Feeling out of sync now because of the actions and the words aren't matching. So now there's fear and now they're out of sync, of course. It's like when a TV is out of sync of the words and the actions. It is a little more confusing to communicate. Anyway, feeling out of sync, not compatible with you. So there's something that's not compatible with you. It wasn't a good investment, or you're seeing what that investment held as a lesson, some kind of way with Capricorn. That is a karmic lesson, so you could have learned some kind of lesson. You have a blow up in your face, explosive combo and broken. Okay. So that will show you what's for you and what's not for you. I suppose that's the idea. Let's get a couple more. I have a Knight of Pentacles in reverse again. Okay. Messages aren't getting through. They're not getting through because they're part of a past thing that's, messages could just be being blocked, or somebody could be blocked here, blocked. The Empress in reverse. Distorted, distorted feminine energy. Ace of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, ran out of ideas or plan with an injustice having to do with burdens. And here you carry hope here. All right. Now, okay, what's happening for Aquarius and this devil and high priest is, it's like the high priest just trumps the devil. Four of Cups, not interested, or you could be ignoring someone at this time because you're making good investments. You're not interested in this investment. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, King of Swords in reverse. These connections, not good investment. There's something not truthful about it, or they're out of sync. So it's like a moth being attracted to a flame, possibly. You're not tied mentally to the situation. Therefore, you are able to make a good investment. Aquarius, what's happening? Now we have a 10 of Pentacles upright. Okay, so that is beautiful because the last time we saw it, it was in reverse. Okay, tied to this Capricorn tradition of these insights and wisdom. Could have been very superficial. There's news here about this. This news is coming in all over the place about how you're getting a 10 of Pentacles. It's going to disappoint somebody. Wow. Now the 7 of Swords is in reverse. Wow. Okay. No longer can make these old suggestions into new ideas. Whatever was happening here, it was a time in the behind. You healed from it. This is about the future, and the High Priestess in reverse. Something very superficial happening or petty. King of Cups, water sign energy about judgments. And then we have Scorpio. Okay, some kind of information hidden or a lie or deception here with a 3 of Cups or about a 3 of Cups or about this celebration. Somebody's getting news, somebody is being celebrated. This group with the Page of Wands in reverse is getting news about these connections and how, somebody's being left out. Somebody doesn't want to join in, possibly. 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. So here's, 3 cups, and then 1 more cup. So overindulging as you're being moderate and temperate or disciplined. Unable to make good choices now. And then in an anxiety, out of sync, fear, anxiety, about overanalyzing or your mind, or this about the mind, communication, and an injustice. Libra energy, some kind of injustice due to someone out of sync, not compatible. Somebody's not compatible. The Star. And then could be Pisces because it just slipped out. The Hangman, unable to see a higher perspective. What's behind you? The Chariot. Well, the Chariot's moving you forward. Someone else is getting news. They're not moving forward. That's clear. Very clear. What's happening here? Prosperity in reverse. The Devil is the abundance, the divine support and solutions that come in. That shows you where to make good investments here because you gain wisdom from this. You maybe learned from someone here. Aquarius, what's happening? Own your divine power in reverse. Okay, you gave your power away to this at one point, or this is something about giving your power away to codependent, people-pleasing tendencies. Answered prayers is in reverse. Socialize and join in is in reverse about this love life. Love life is upright. There's a love life here that with a group wanted some kind of result with an answered prayer, but it was about power or status or something to do with the devil attachment and however that fits for you. We've got increased support. So your positive focus and willingness to receive, I was talking about giving and receiving, have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. And that's what took place here. Good investment, getting paid with increased support, a profilite. Unconventionality is in reverse with Moldavite. Balancing and masculine and feminine energies is upright. It's more telling me with Ametrine and Moldavite, do you. Okay. There's so much of you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. It's just like, do you? And heightened intuition with increased support. So you're going to use your intuition with these connections and ideas and decide what is for hope for humanity's sake and what is actually the opposite. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. That's where the High Priestess came in about this group with deception or another plan involved here. You got wellness. You're focusing on your wellness, health, and recovery is here. Okay, the recovery of health and wellness is here. There's your intuition about that and support that is helping one overcome some kind of thing. Wow, and releasing all the worries around it. My little southern accent came out there. Okay, unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. And I see this as you did that and you used your intuition and it guided you out of the worry because there's a lot of worry and fear over here. And spiritual path is in reverse. Okay, somebody's worried about somebody's path because it doesn't look perfect or it's not easy or it's something about being easy or not easy. What's happening here? Appreciate your challenge. You're having to increase support when you appreciate your talents and be yourself. Be yourself, appreciate your talents. That's moving you forward. Aquarius. Death is an illusion. Focus on the positive. This devil energy has to do with illusions. Moon, like amplified the illusions. So there you go. Focus on the positive about this increased support and the illusions. Scorpio energy and deception around it. Thoughts create your reality. Okay, so your thoughts aren't creating these unnecessary worries, or you're being asked to take a look at that. Worry is a wasted emotion. Right behind thoughts create your reality. And we just said the worries. So you got two cards of worries. One having to do with upright. Wow. Patience is a virtue in reverse. It could have been about patience or impatience. And then you got practice moderation. This is a lesson in discipline of moderation, patience, and releasing worry, the outcome and the thoughts about it. Creating mindfulness around it will help you with that. Okay, let's see. Wait a second here. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more of this here. Sure, it's all the same cards. Okay. What's happening here for Aquarius? I'll do this first. For Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to do? Could be taking a walk or thinking about it. All right, I got peace, I got bismuth, and I got the key. There's a lot of heat that is taken to that it takes to create bismuth. I believe it's busy. So anyway, so peace, heat, and the key. You have a key to something here. Well, your peace brings the key to something. There's some kind of heat involved. Could be actual physical exercise, or I did mention something about that. Or you could be just simply doing what brings you true peace. Okay, without the worry. What's happening for Aquarius? I didn't pull too many of those, so 3 could be significant. Okay, for Aquarius. All right, I got bye. Told somebody bye. B-Y-E. All right, whoops, is that right? Okay, I got tux. That came out last time. Okay, Lux. Luxuries here. Lux. U-R-Y. There's only one U, but if I use that U, luxuries here. Tex, T-E-X, tex. I got hex. All right. I got hot. I said something about heat. Hot. Okay. Plot. A hot plot. There. Hot plot. Hot. Okay. A hot play. Or a play. Some kind of play. There's a bet here. Boy, I almost got happy. But I only got one P. Let's see. There's a glob. A glob. Something could be a flop. Something about a turn. Interesting letters. Let's just see here. Yap. A dog, maybe? A yappy dog? Lily. Can't. I got gear. Tear. A tab of some sort. Something about somebody's gut. A cat. Cat. They use that for stitches. Tilt. Something about tilting. Something tilting. I got ladder here. Latter. I got letter with one E. I got globe. Something about the globe. Globe. A cafe. Something about fate. I got cry right here. CRY. Look, that was an L. Okay. I got tell. Try. Buy. I don't know if I said that or not. It was in BYE or BUY. Buy a what? A fan. I got land. I got no D. I just got LAN. What land could be. Anyway. I got pull. Pill. Till. And something's null. Nil. Null and nil. Like rye as in rye bread. Axe. Tax. All right, locks. Little, Little is here. Little. Little. Little globe. Okay. Tall or tell or hill. Pig. Big. And I got bot. Okay. Thanks a lot. See you next time.